In this video, let us have one last example of t-test of dependent means. Let's have this problem. Students in a statistics class were asked to report on the number of hours they slept on weeknights and on weekends. At alpha equals 0.05, is there sufficient evidence that there is a difference in the mean number of hours slept? So, pause the video and try to answer the problem. So let's try to answer if this problem is indeed for the test of dependent means. Alright, so remember for t-test of dependent means, this should be one sample, but we have two data sets. So there we go. So let's take a look at our given data sets. So there we go. Here we were said the students in a statistics class were asked to report. So that means there's just one group of respondents which are students, and this one here. And these are the number of hours slept of the specific student on weeknight and then on weekends. So as before, there's only one sample but two related data sets. Therefore, we can actually use the test of dependent means. So now it's time to do our steps. So let's first do step 1, which is state our HO, state our HA, and then we do that by checking our claim. And the claim is there a difference in the mean number of hours slept? So that means the mean on the weeknights is not equal to the mean during the weekdays because it says there is a difference. And since this is inequality, this should be here. So the mean of weeknights is not equal to the mean of weekdays. For our null hypothesis, it should be the mean of the weeknights is equal to the mean of the weekdays. And since this is just not equal, this is supposed to be a two-tailed test. Alright, so now we go now to our steps 2 and 3. There we go. So now we will use Excel to do our computations for us. So we're already in data ribbon here. We go to data analysis. And as usual, we would select t-test pair 2 sample for means. We click OK. And we would have the same dialog box that we have seen before. So now, for variable 1, we shall select the weeknights because it's the first one given and it doesn't say which one is actually bigger or smaller. So variable 2, weekends. There we go. Labels are checked. Alpha is 0.05. Output range. Maybe we can just select here. Then when everything is okay, we click OK, and there we go. Let's just adjust that. Adjust a little bit more. And there. So now we are ready to go to step number 4. So let us write step 4. Alright, so in step 4, we have to determine the conclusion. And since this is not equal, so we will look at P2 tail. So let's take a closer look there. So P2 tailed, as you can see here, is 0.141229. So we can have that as 0.14. So the P value of 0.14 is what compared to our 0.05, which is our alpha. And as we know, 0.14 is greater than 0.05. Sorry about the handwriting. So now, because of this, reject, we will not reject HO. Therefore, our conclusion will be there is no sufficient evidence to reject HO. Therefore, is there sufficient evidence that there's a difference in the mean number of hours slept? The answer is, we'll just write it here on top, no. So that's how we do hypothesis testing using t-test of dependent means.